pre-facelift RS3, if you want noise, these are the ones to go for. And honestly, what a noise they make. It is perfect. Right, welcome back to another video, guys. And as you can see here behind me, I've got for you today is a pre-facelift RS3. So as everybody knows, these are the better ones in the sense they are a lot louder than the facelift cars, and it's finished off in, as you can see, the most desirable sort of color, Nardo gray. And it's just an absolutely stunning car. The options list on this car is, I think every box was ticked, if I remember correctly, and you're just not going to find something for that sort of a price range that's better looking, handles better than one of these things. They're just such an awesome car. The RS3, as I've previously mentioned, I've got an RS3 saloon video already uploaded on the channel, so please do feel free to check that out. I've got a little soft spot for these Audi RS3s, and the Nardo greys are just absolutely fantastic. So what we'll do is we'll go for a little walk around the car, and then we'll go for a little drive just to give you guys a feel of what it actually feels like. And please subscribe to our YouTube channel, Performance Lifestyles. Check us out on Instagram, performance_lifestyles, and also on Facebook as well, Performance Lifestyles, obviously. So yeah, hope you enjoy the video, and we'll catch you on the outside. So here we are back outside this awesome RS3. And as you can see, it's just, even, considering it's still 5 years, this is a 2016 car, so it's 5 years old. It is a bit dirty, as you can see on the sides there. That is actually dirt, but it's still a stunning car. And you know what? It looks way better, in my opinion, than a lot of the newer cars you see around nowadays. And with the actual options this car's got, it actually adds to the whole package, and it makes it look as amazing as it actually does. These cars are literally, they're untouchable. When they first come out, they were compared to like your Golf Rs and stuff. And I know the Golf Rs are a fantastic car in standard form, but the RS3s were just on a different level. These were compared to like the A45s, and the A45s were a bit quicker than the Golf Rs and the S3s, but the RS3s were a bit quicker than the A45. So these were like one of the better hyper hatchbacks that you could buy. And I must admit, even 5 years down the line, a pre-facelift RS3, it's still perfect. It's still such an amazing car. And as you can see, this one comes with the standard, obviously, 19-inch rotor wheels. They do come with a staggered fitment, wider front than rears. That's just a standard Audi thing. A lot of people do go for like a square setup. This one obviously does come with its own private plate. The black tips on the exhaust, standard rear diffuser that is. And I mean, look at that. What sort of cars do you actually get that sort of a styling pack with? Not many cars out there that you can actually get that with. It's got the, I can't remember what they're called now. Roof rails, that's the one. Roof rails, the pan roof, the tint, which is another optional extra. The only one actual option this car doesn't have is the RS design pack, where you get the red vent inserts and red stitching on the seats and stuff, and the red seat belts. But other than that, it's got everything that you could possibly want. Mag Ride, which is RS design pack, which is the Mag Ride and sports exhaust. And with these, the sports exhaust is a must. Without the sports exhaust, they sound very quiet and down and dull. But yeah, they just don't sound very good. But the sports no, definitely not. You got to have an RS3. It's got to be, it's a shouty car when you want it to be. So yes, you want to hear it popping and banging, and this thing does such a perfect job of that, honestly. And you'll see that on the actual drive. Heated leather seat is perfect at this time of the year. It's a bit cold today as well, so it's actually very, very good at this time of the year. And there you go. It's just the whole package you get with an Audi RS3 is is amazing. So I'm not on about performance and stuff, and performance-wise, they're absolutely blisteringly quick. As you'll probably see in a bit, they are very, very fast cars. And the whole styling package on these is amazing. Don't want to get run over here, but LED headlights. Again, this one doesn't have the matrix. I think they don't even come with the matrix on these sort of on the pre-facelifts, but the black grills. This one does actually have the black badges, and it's got, if I remember correctly, this one does have the secondary cat deleted, which makes it sound a little bit louder, but don't quote me on that. The next plan, the owner's, what he wants to do is get this car mapped. So probably stage one around 400 horsepower, and at 400 horsepower, it's night and day difference compared to a standard RS3. So what we'll do is we'll go for a little drive, and just to give you guys a feel of what it actually sounds like and feels like, and you'll understand what I mean. It's such an awesome car. Honestly, it's such an amazing car. Like I said, I've got a little soft spot for them, so you know, this 5-pot 2.5 litre engine is an amazing it's a masterpiece. It is a very, very good lump. The facelifts obviously they were a bit lighter and a bit more tunable, but the pre-facelift one still, like I said, it's still an RS3. There's no taking that fact away from it. It is still an Audi RS3, and you're not going to find another car from that era for this sort of money that gives that noise in standard form. The 4-cylinder engines do sound good with an exhaust and stuff, but nothing as good as a standard 2.5 5-cylinder five-pot engine, sorry. They sound amazing, absolutely amazing. So yeah, what we'll do is we'll go for a little drive, and yeah, I hope you enjoy the video. So subscribe to our YouTube channel, like I always say, you know, help us grow. We've got plenty of content to come. We've got a few videos uploaded already. Right, so here we are, guys, back in this epic RS3, and with it being a pre-facelift, honestly, this thing sounds absolutely bloody awesome. The newer ones were a bit restricted, so they didn't sound that loud, but a pre-facelift RS3, if you want noise, these are the ones to go for. And honestly, what a noise they make. It is perfect. And 365 horsepower standard, you just can't go wrong, honestly. And the noise they make, the crackles on upshift and downshift, they're very, very pronounced. You cannot beat a pre-facelift RS3 for noise. Absolutely stunning. So here we are, check this out. This is what I mean about these RS3s. They are absolutely mega. They put the power down so well. The 4-wheel drive system on these RS3s and across the whole of the Audi range is stunning. This thing is just awesome. Get yourselves an RS3, people. If you're in the market for a hyper hatchback car, get yourselves an RS3, because you're not going to regret it. I'm telling you, you're not going to regret it. These things are epic. I'll put up a little clip here of the actual exhaust and you'll understand what I mean. With everything on these cars here, you'll hear this is what I mean about the upshifts and downshifts on the RS3s pre-facelifts. Such a wonderful noise. They sound amazing. Absolutely amazing. These things are fast. They do 0 to 60 in like just a touch over 4 seconds in standard form, and you know, they'll carry on doing. Well, this one's actually been de-restricted by Audi, so it comes as part of one of the actual packages, and it's 174 miles an hour. And no doubt, I feel they will climb to that without a problem. I've never been there, but the way they pull at lower sort of down the speeds, they will get there. There's no doubting that at all. Such a mega car, honestly. The RS3 is such a mega car. When you drive them normal, they're perfectly fine. You know, keep them in normal sort of mode. They come with a few different settings, and the exhaust is switchable, so you won't hear it going ASBO on you all the time. If you want to drive it normal in comfort mode, I think it sounds perfect. But the moment you switch them into dynamic, they're a completely different animal. Seriously, everything sharpens up. As you can hear that's crackling away. It's such an awesome car. They actually feel very, very good to drive. I've driven a few of these now, and honestly, they feel very planted. They're very, very good cars to drive. And you know, who doesn't want an RS3? It's just a no-brainer, to be fair. They're such an amazing car. It's like we was talking about the actual whole noise thing that these RS3s make. I know I've mentioned that a few times in this video, but because it's a pre-facelift car with the dynamic pads, so it's got the RS Sports exhaust, it's a must-have. If you're looking for an RS3, you want a sports exhaust on it. And Audi's actual sports exhaust is does such a perfect job of that. It, you know, completely, like I said, you drive it normal, it switches one of the valves or something. It's a valved exhaust system, so it's not ASBO. But the moment you want to drive it, you're feeling in a bit of a loony mood, then you just drive it like a loony, and they sound absolutely wild. You're not going to get a better sounding hatchback car than an RS3. Honestly, these things I think sound... There you go. These things are awesome. You're not getting a better sounding hatchback car than an RS3. Seriously. They're such an amazing car, such an amazing car. They quite literally, these things are they're like scary fast. Especially if you've never had like a fast car before and you jump into an RS3 and it's like, whoa, this thing it makes you hold on. It is shockingly quick. On the outside, if you don't know about cars, it just looks like an Audi A3, but they are not just an Audi A3. These things are far from it. I know when I used to have mine, people say, yeah, but it's just an A3. They're not just an A3.
A3 on steroids.
A3 on steroids, that's exactly what they are. A better engine, it's just a better body on them, wider front arches. And if you get one with the options, you just don't get them options on an A3, and you certainly don't get that power and noise from a normal A3, mark my words. So all you people out there thinking it's just an A3, you're wrong. Very wrong. These things are amazing.
Only bad thing is when you hit a pothole.
Yes, the potholes at this time of the year especially is cold, hot and cold, hot and cold, hot and cold. The roads in this country, as you're probably aware, they're ridiculous. Anyway, they're horrendous. And potholes do kill off these tyres and these wheels, and they are prone to cracking and stuff, but you just got to be careful. If you do hit something, just, you know, make sure you've not got a bloody bust tyre and a bust wheel, even worse. So other than that, they're such an epic car. Seriously, such an amazing car. So you'll hear this RS3 now. Blasting down here. So these RS3s in general, honestly, they're such an amazing car. They've got the luxury that you need, and they've got the power. They're such a quick car, they sound absolutely stunning. Seriously, if you've never had the experience with an RS3, I'd say if you ever get the opportunity, don't let it pass you by, because they are an amazing car. There you go, there's another VAG. I thought it was a GTI, but it's not. It's a GTD. So check them out, honestly. Check these RS3s out. Perfect cars. These things are like road legal rally cars, modern day road legal rally cars. I know in the past, anything rally car related you mentioned, people thought of the Mitsubishi Evo, Subaru Impreza, nearly killed a pigeon. Then it just got shot by the exhaust. And but these Audi Quattros, perfect. Modern day rally cars, they handle so well. I know a lot of people go on about how they're not the best handling cars because of the weight distribution and stuff, but the Quattro system, honestly, if you've never actually experienced it yourself, you won't understand what I'm talking about, but they still handle very, very, very good. Honestly, they're very good. It's a Quattro at the end of the day. It's an Audi Quattro. These are the cars that actually, Audi were one of the first four-wheel drive rally cars around, and they completely, you know, annihilated their competition, and that's where the Japanese come in and stuff, and so you can't knock them. Seriously, these Audi Quattros, perfect. Absolutely perfect. them gunshots, they sound like gunshots, honestly, especially when you're driving through like a little tunnel or like under a bridge. You can genuinely, this is another one of them cars, you can scare somebody. You can genuinely scare somebody and they don't expect it because it just looks like a normal Audi. I know this one's Nardo grey, which only came in the RS range, but to a normal non-car person, it's still just an Audi A3. And it completely, you know, it scares a lot of people. It's fun. They probably don't see it as fun, but it is quite funny.
Expensive fun.
Expensive fun, yes, yes. These things on fuel, they're not the most economical, especially if you drive them around, flooring them around and stuff. But lead foot, yes. Sounds epic. Oh. I'm going to conclude the video here because Munib needs to get off. He needs to be somewhere. So, you know, all hats off to him. Thanks for letting us do this little video. And please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Share the video, like the video, help us grow. We've got plenty of content on there and we've got plenty to come. Stay safe, everybody, and we'll catch you on the next one.